Up next on Morning Zone, Roger takes us to Old Broadway. This is a twisty street that's an offshoot of Broadway in Upper Manhattan. Hey, Roger.
Yeah, Pat, one thing there's no argument about, I am on 125th Street, right? But if you look over there, it's Broadway, right? The one train's there. But over here is Old Broadway. It's like 8 blocks long. How did this happen? I've been wondering about this for years, so I found out, and I'm going to tell you, and to share it. We're going to learn together. It's all coming up when the news continues on New York One from, yeah, Old Broadway.
We got a whole bunch of different Broadways, not just the famous Broadway through the theater district, but the Broadways in the other boroughs. The fact that in Manhattan there's not just Broadway, but also Old Broadway. Old Broadway is about 8 blocks long in Upper Manhattan. It has a long and storied past that Roger's been digging into. He joins us now from Manhattanville, where Old Broadway is, with more about this bit of history. Good morning, Roger.
Yeah, Pat, remember I did that story. Every borough has a Broadway, but this is the Broadway over there on 125th Street, and then you have Old Broadway. It's been perplexing me for years. I needed to find out, so I'm looking into it, and I found the right guy. This is Eric K. Washington, author of Manhattanville, Old Heart of West Harlem. Sir, I must... Broadway? Old Broadway? It's 8 blocks long? How the heck did this happen?
It's confusing, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, old Broadway is older than what we know as Broadway, and it traces, it's one of the last vestiges on Manhattan of the old Bloomingdale Road. It was an old country road that predated the grid that we use today from 1811. And when they kind of paved out Broadway to sort of trace the old Bloomingdale Road, they didn't make it a serpentine, meandering country road like the Bloomingdale Road was. So they kind of straightened it out. And this section here in what was called Manhattanville, or West Harlem today, this little section kind of juts through. It started on the west side of today's Broadway, jutted through the Duane Reade here.
Oh, my.
Yeah, right. Duane and Reade weren't pleased. And then went straight up around this big spur where Manhattan College was situated, because they were founded here in the neighborhood. And then went back west again towards today's Broadway.
Right, so, and it's interesting because, so we're here at 125th. It goes to 129th technically. You have 125th, 126th. For some reason, 127th and 128th vanished on this particular block.
Sort of,
yeah.
But you know what? If you walk through the Manhattanville houses,
yeah.
The pathway through the houses traces the old Bloomingdale Road. So in that sense, even though it's, you know, it's demapped from the city plan, it still kind of exists. You could still kind of walk the ghost of it through the Manhattanville houses.
Right, and when you get to the other side, you're at 131st. It goes to 133rd, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that's it. But I got to ask you though, any idea why when they made Broadway, and they left this, why they left just these couple of blocks like that?
I don't know for sure. I mean, why they didn't just keep calling it the Bloomingdale Road, but maybe it was a sort of sense of, you know, this is the old Broadway, like the real Broadway. I'm not really sure of that. It's just kind of my guess, because they could have just, you know, kept the name the Bloomingdale Road. But they went with that for whatever reason. But it's kind of a nice conversation piece for people who come to the neighborhood, because you stop and it's like Broadway, old Broadway. What does this mean? It's confusing, but it's delightful at the same time.
It certainly got me thinking about it. Well, Eric K. Washington, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate the explanation, Pat, because it's like, come on. I mean, for years I've been wondering about this old Broadway. It makes, you know, but hey, now we know.
We have solved the mystery. Roger, thank you.